there. Greetings for the day. So today, my today's session actually, I came up by one of the attendee. Generally, we start with one of the scenario where the initial scenario basically where we want to send some information via postman, and we try to hit our cloud integration. That is one of the very basic scenario we try to understand. So when we configure this HTTP adapter, we always keep this as unchecked. So what this CSRF protected actually help us, and why do we need this checkbox, or what is the recommended design pattern when we actually work on any project? Do we keep these checked or unchecked? So some brainstorming we did. So for this, how to test this API or an endpoint with by enabling this checkbox, we have seen I'm having a similar video, which I'm going to link it to this video as well. But again, I will be showcasing that as well. So the problem statement is actually we know how to do this testing via Postman, but if this kind of API is coming and we have to consume within CPI or within CI, to be very precise as a new name, so how can we do that? So this is my endpoint, which I'm going to consume in another integration flow. This is what I am going to consume. Okay, and this is a post call. This is what I will be doing. But let's try to understand what is happening in this flow. So this is a simple flow. I'm just sending some request payload and I'm hitting this endpoint. Okay, and I have enabled the CSR protected. So now I will be going back to my postman, and let's say this is my endpoint. And if I go with let's say I am selecting this, I am going with a send, and I'm having some payload in it as well. So now if I come to the body, it is basically blank. So before that, let me again go one step back, and if I just enable it, and I just want to check it, uncheck it. And if I try to save it, and then I will deploy this. I will come back again. I'm going to use a method post. I'm sending this payload, and this is my endpoint. And if I try to hit, this is giving me 200 error. I mean, not error, it's a success message. And if I go with get call, again, this is what I'm going to get it. D35, B53. And if I again come back, and if I just enable this checkbox, save it and deploy. Now, if I try to go with a post call, now it is giving me 403 error. Okay, so this is forbidden. So actually browser is storing some cookies, and that CSRF token we have to pass if you have to use a post call, if this particular checkbox is enabled. So let's assume there is a service which is enabled with this checkbox, and we want to get the output. How can we do that? So in that case, using post operation, okay, using post operation, how can I hit this endpoint? For this, first, what we have to do, we have to get a token. So we will just select the method as get, and we need to fetch a token, X-CSRF token. This is the header we will be passing with a value fetch. So we need the token first. So once we get the token, so we will get the token in the header, and then I will just copy this token. And then I am going to pass this token to another call, the same endpoint I need to use. So this is the same endpoint. I just copied this and changed the method. And here now I want to, I will be passing this new token. Let me first check this. So now this token is passed here, and body also. And if I need to send it, so now it is success. So what I have done, first I have hit the same endpoint with the get operation. I fetch the token. Once I am having the token, then I am passing the token in the post operation and I'm hitting the same endpoint. That is what we should be aware of. So now, if this endpoint needs to be hit by any application, okay, so since we are talking around CI, so we will just think from the CI perspective. So this needs to be consumed within my cloud integration. How can I do that? So for this is my endpoint. So this is the flow I have created. So I'm sending some request payload from this particular endpoint. Okay, so I will be sending some payload. Now, very first thing is I just mentioned that first we have to hit this endpoint with a method get. And what we are going to do, we will be fetching the token. So here I'm passing this header CSRF token and the value is fetch. And this is what we are going to configure. We are passing this header information. So once we have the token, then we will be keeping this token in a header. And with this token, we will also be receiving some cookies. So when we are testing in the Postman, this cookies handling is taken care by the browser itself. But when we are specifically calling these APIs through CI, then we have to handle these cookies as well. So for this, there's a simple script is written where it is passing the cookies, and we are setting the cookies in a property as cookies. Okay. So once we get these cookies assigned to a property, the next thing is we need to pass this cookie and the CSRF token in the next call. The same endpoint we are going to hit, and the method will be post, and here we are going to add these headers. So now let's first see the output. Let me enable the traces so that we can understand step by step what is happening actually. So I'm going to enable the traces. I'm here, enable trace, and I will go to this method past 1 minute, let's assume. And now I am going to hit this endpoint. This is a new endpoint, CSRF. Just to show you as well, this is what the endpoint, the new endpoint. So this is what I'm going to hit with some payload. And then I am hitting it and I'm getting the same response. And from where I'm getting this response, I'm getting this response from another API. So now let's go to the monitoring. Let's see what's happening here. So I will just go to the traces. Now here we have set that header and we are fetching the token. So I'm going straight away to the Groovy script and we will just see. So this is the token we are going to get. So we will be holding this token, and this set cookies also, this header it is going to send us some cookies. So what we have to do, we have to pass these cookies in another header, which is a cookie header, which we have to pass it. So for this, what we have done, we have written a small script. So post script, what will happen? Just show you. So we have created property here. So this cookies, this is the property which we created, and we have just taken the exact cookies from the one which is coming. Okay, this is what we are receiving, and we have passed these cookies. We have removed those square brackets, and next is then we have to pass this X-CSRF token. Okay, so this token is already available. So now when you come to the end, we will able to see that it is hitting actually. It's hitting another API and the response is coming from that API. So if I again go back to the monitoring, let me go to the monitoring, we should be able to see that other API also or other interface also got triggered. So past 1 minute. So I think we have already crossed 1 minute. So past hour, so we'll just identify by the timestamp. So 1332. and 1332. So this is what is triggered. So I hope this has given you some clarity in terms of calling the APIs with the token. So one thing we should be aware that once we get the get the token, apart from the token, within CI, we also have to pass the cookies. Otherwise, it's going to create problem. Okay, so otherwise, same means you will be passing the token and you will be wondering why it is still giving the 403 error. So with this, I think this has making some sense in terms of understanding how to handle the tokens and cookies within CI. Happy learning. Thanks for watching.